Welcome back, YouTube. This is Rice Paddy Reasons, and my name is Isaac, and I am your Rice Paddy Daddy. Hey, so before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you know when I drop a new video, and please watch the whole video and leave a comment so I can know what you're thinking too. If you're not familiar with my channel, then this is the place where I provide solutions to the regular guy looking to travel overseas. So did you see my last video on changing your perception of reality? If you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch that now. So I did that video in preparation for this video because I would like to talk about hypergamy. Such a dirty word, isn't it? Well, I want to talk about it because we need to change our perception of it, because we think that hypergamy is such a bad thing. But it only sucks for us here, all right? And that's why I would like to help you change your perception of hypergamy, because it's really not such a bad thing. As a matter of fact, globally, it actually works in your favor, and I'm going to tell you why. But first, I want to explain a few things first. First of all, hypergamy is everywhere, okay? You're not going to be able to escape it. We're not solving the problem of hypergamy by getting our passports and traveling. As my brother Rome says over at Average Man Unplugged, hypergamy is just part of female nature, okay? And hypergamy is undefeated, okay? You can't get away from it, all right? And as a matter of fact, we're not even trying to find women that don't practice hypergamy. We're actually making it work in our favor. But first, I want to get into a little bit of what hypergamy actually entails, all right? It's why Chad and Tyrone are so successful in the dating market here in the West, all right? A lot of that has to do with pre-selection, okay? Women tend to want guys who are wanted by other women, okay? Envy is a real thing, okay? Let's not pretend otherwise. Have you ever heard the saying, if you want to attract a woman, be seen with one? All right? It kind of makes sense. All right, so this is kind of the state of affairs when we're here in the West, okay? We are looking at a population that's 70% overweight, which us guys tend to find less attractive. There are some guys who prefer it, okay, but those are the outliers, okay? I'm talking about the majority of men, all right? That's not really what we're looking for. Of those 70%, 80% are obese. These are actual numbers, all right? I'm not trying to shame anybody. It's just that what happens is that our pool of potential mates, in other words, the women that we're actually most attracted to, is actually only about 30% of the population. And because of social media, they have access to not only all of the men here in the West, but men worldwide. And so they're getting attention from men everywhere, okay? Now, this is sexual attention. Sometimes it's more, sometimes guys are sending them money, but the point being is that women are the ones that have all the options when they're attractive here in the West, because they have their pick of whoever they want, and because they're making more money than ever, which is a great thing, they are not as financially dependent upon finding a husband, okay? So therefore, since they don't actually need a man, all right, in order to live and get by, they want to have the best man possible, okay? So they're looking for the top echelon of men. I'm going to be very generous and say it's about like 5%. Okay, but when you factor in all of the preferences that are actually requirements of some of these people, then it actually is more like, smaller than that, okay? But we're going to be very generous and say it's the top 5% of guys. In other words, you gotta be like 6 feet tall, you gotta be super good looking, you have to have a six pack, you gotta have like six of something else, and you definitely have to make six figures, okay? These preferences, all right, make it almost impossible for the regular guy. As a matter of fact, most of us are just simply invisible. Now, you can complain about that and be mad about it if you want to be, but honestly, it doesn't change realities, okay? So switch up how you think about it. Disadvantage, okay? Advantage and disadvantage, nothing's fair. So let's not try and be fair, all right? Let's take a look at it in a different way. You simply have to understand that if you get into a long-term relationship as an average guy here in the West, then chances are you are being settled for, all right? That's an ugly truth, okay? But that's something that you accept and adapt to, okay? Don't rail against it. Don't try and change reality, okay? Just see it differently, okay? Accept and adapt. So if you're an average guy making the average income, let's take a look at some numbers in just a few countries, okay? I looked up the median income of a lot of different countries, and here's what I came up with, okay? The average income in Brazil, $1,635. Colombia, around $800 a month. Mexico, $604 a month. Philippines, $308 a month. Thailand, $619 a month. And Vietnam, $275 a month. More or less the average monthly income in some of these countries, okay? So if you're the average guy, you're now the top 1% in most of the world. So just based on the power of the dollar and your finances alone, okay, you are pre-selected, okay? Because we all know that if you have enough resources, it doesn't matter how much game you have, it doesn't matter what you look like. So while it sucks here in the West, when you travel, okay, the script flips. Now you're the one that's in demand. You're the one that is being chased. You are the one that is being pre-selected, okay? So hypergamy will work in your favor when you travel. And it's not just about your income, okay? Because you are a foreigner, okay? You're something exotic. You're something that they don't see every day, all right? You're this guy that's traveling the world, okay? That makes you interesting, all right? It gives you that little je ne sais quoi, all right, that gives butterflies. Now, if you happen to be the average guy and you're used to being the one that has dealt with people cheating on you and being disrespectful to you, then if you're not bitter about it, most of the time you're going to tend to be more loyal and respectful because you want to treat people how you want to be treated. That's just how your average good guy acts because he understands what it's like to be on the butt end of that. So let me tell you something, okay? On top of everything, okay, you being a world traveler, you being in the top 1% of income worldwide, and you being just a good, loyal, and respectful person, all right, if you find a woman that you have a mutual attraction to, all right, if she means well and you mean well, then she's gonna see you as the goddamn unicorn, okay? She's gonna feel like she won the lottery by finding you, and she will treat you as such. So let's stop complaining about hypergamy and start using it to our advantage. Get your passports, guys. So if you guys have any questions for me, go ahead and hit me up at ricepaddyreasons@gmail.com. I am more than happy to have a conversation with any single one of you guys about making six figures with passive income and getting you to the point where you can travel full-time if you want to. So I really hope that this video was helpful to you guys. I hope that you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next video. But until then, passports up. You guys keep growing, live free, and deserve your victory.